Alright, so now we're going to be doing the fun stuff. We're going to find out how and where you can find your NFTs. I'm going to show you how to find projects that are not on the secondary market yet. And the second half of this video is going to be about the projects that are on the secondary markets like OpenSea. Okay, so let's get started. The first site that I like to use is a website called rarity.tools. Essentially, what you have to do is get onto this website and click on Upcoming. And of course, once you go here, you'll find all of the different projects that are out there. And now all the information is already here. You can see the Discord handle, the Twitter handle, the price, even the total supply. For example, this one has 16,000. It's got a little bit too much. I've said this before. My favorites are around 10,000. Like this one over here, it's got 10,000. Now another thing that you need to consider is the art style. Because quite honestly, something like this, I wouldn't even buy. I think I just don't like it. But there are times when projects like this will do pretty well. Personally, I like to buy projects like this, which have great art. Even though you'll find a lot of these hyped projects, the thing is, they have a lot of influencers behind them. But that worked for the old projects. For newer projects, especially the ones that haven't taken off yet, you need to look at the art style. And something like this would do really well. But of course, I don't like the supply, but the art style is amazing. I don't like this one or this one. What else is there? Ooh, this was a really nice one by Horizon. In fact, I think it's minting right now. Let's just check out if the sale is done. Let's go to the website here. Okay, so I don't think the minting has begun yet. Because when the NFT minting process begins, they'll usually put up an icon that says wallet. That signifies you can connect your wallet and make your purchase. I guess I'll show you a little more on that in a separate video. Now, let's just quickly go back, because I gotta show you how to find profitable projects. Let's go back to this one. What I really liked about this was that they've got all the information over here. In fact, let's quickly go to their website. So the website has this big roadmap that shows what they're gonna do in the future. It has their white papers and everything else. Well, they've really aced it on the website. It looks beautiful. It looks great. Now let's just quickly go back and check out their Discord. Oh, wait a minute. Their Discord looks like it's expired. I wonder what happened. Maybe it's just a link. Let's go to their website. Maybe they have a Discord link over here. This looks like a red flag. They should have their Discord right at the very top. That really helps, especially when you're looking for it. Hey, it's at the bottom right over here. So once we click on that, we can see that, they have 125,000 members. No doubt this is a project that's going to do really well. But it's a little too late to get into their Discord if you want to, because there's 125,000 people, so you'll have to buy along with them while they're on the site sale. That's gonna be difficult. Because with 125,000 members, that means the project has been around for quite a while. That also means that the whitelist spots are gone. You can't buy anything on a pre-sale now. And if you can't buy it on a pre-sale, then you'll have to pay a premium for gas fees. That's nothing but the transaction fees from Ethereum, but that can get really high. And that could even sometimes be 3 or 4x the value of the NFT. For example, if the NFT is $500, you could end up paying $2,000 in gas fees just for minting. That happens because a lot of people are trying to buy the same thing at the same time. So the gas price is going to skyrocket. So there have been times when people have spent an insane amount of money just to mine these kind of NFTs, but they've ended up with a loss because they couldn't sell it to match their gas fees. So remember to try to get on the whitelist of a project. That way you can avoid the gas or transaction fees. Another thing I like to look at is the price of the minting. For example, this one over here is 0.04. That's really low. So people are going to keep trying to sell it at lower and lower prices just because the minting itself was so low. Essentially, anything between $500 to about $1,000 is great for buying an NFT because the price of ETH itself is skyrocketing right now. Because whenever the minting price is low, it sets the bar for how low that NFT and project is going to be. So when most people pay that premium for their NFTs to be minted, they start to set their value much more higher than what the original value of the NFT was. Okay, let's look at these guys. I want to check out their Discord real quick. And of course, their Discord doesn't work again. Invalid update. This is really bad marketing for these guys. I don't know why they keep putting up these links that don't work. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. We're going to check out their Discord. Well, these guys have 7,000 people following right now, and about 900 people online. This looks great. I think if the whitelist is available, I'm going to try and get into it. For the whitelist, a lot of people like to do different things. Some people like to do lotteries. Some projects like to do it with invites. You have to get a certain number of invites into the project. Or sometimes they like it when people level up. By leveling up, that means that you need to stay active on Discord. And also when you stay online, it kind of shows that you care about the project, that you're spending time on the project and you've leveled up. And of course, the project creators will tend to award those people. They like to give them access to the whitelists, or sometimes even the NFTs or events. They usually do that when people start to help other members that are in the same group. And it really shows appreciation. So remember, if you're in the Discord group, try to be as active as possible and keep helping members by answering questions and more. It not only helps the project, it also helps you. And you'll be surprised just how helpful all of these communities can be. And about being helpful, everybody tries to promote their own projects that they're in, and you should do the same. Okay, so moving on, we've already checked out this one. Let's look at something else on this entire list. Okay, let's stop at this one, the vampire guys. Okay, while checking it out, of course the website is very basic. They could do a much better job. One of the most important things that I like to look after is how much time and effort are you putting into the project, and that includes a website like this. The artwork is okay, it's not that great. So let's check the other thing that's online, their Discord. Okay, they've got 7,000 people and 600 of them are online. Now I would have tried to get into this a lot more earlier, because 7,000 means you cannot be one of the first people in. See, when you get into the project early, the project tends to give you a role, like an origin member, or something like that. Now coming back to this project, even though 7,000 is a really decent number, I don't like this website. Another thing that you want to pay attention to is the roadmap. Like over here, we're going to try and see what they're going to do in the future. What are they into? But coming back to the first thing that we need to check out, it's the artwork. The artwork was okay. And now the second most important thing, the utility. So as you can see on the roadmap, they're going to be adding stuff into the collection. They're going to be putting out merch. And then of course they're going to get into the metaverse bit of this entire project. So even when you look at it from this angle, the artwork is pretty decent, but they'd have no utility. Of course, sometimes the artwork and the utility won't always be at 100%. Sometimes the artwork will be better, or the utility might be better. But when you have a mix of both, especially if the mix is good, then that's a sure shot. Now let's look at a few more of these NFTs on the website. Over here we've got Party Dog Social Hub. Checking out their Discord, it's at 14,000. That's great. Even the artwork looks so good. Now let's take a look at their website. Wow, their website looks pretty good. They surely put a lot of time into it, and it's very clean. The artwork looks great too. I would definitely take some time and read up on the roadmap, what they want to do, and also what kind of utility they have. But on the face of it, just with the art, I would love to get into it. But again, the Discord is 14,000. That's way too much. When I like to get into one of these projects on Discord, I like to look at 2,000 to 5,000 range. That's kind of like my sweet spot. But then again, you have to really do your research on these projects. If you just get into a project that has 2,000 or 5,000 members, it doesn't mean it's going to work out. Because like I said, it comes down to the art and the utility. You have to look at those two things. So you have to keep your eye open for all of these kind of projects, especially on this website. Another thing to note is that when you use Rarity tools, sometimes the projects are already a little too late for you to get into. So you want to keep your eye open on Rarity tools at all times, because the moment a project drops, people are going to swarm into it. So keep an eye out. It's important that you find out about these projects as soon as they get listed. That's also going to give you a better chance to get into that whitelist. So that's it from Rarity.tools. Now we're going to check out another website that I like to use, and it's NFTcalendar.io. Here too, you're going to find all of the newer projects that are just coming up. You also need to check out Reddit and TikTok, because that's where you can find a lot of these undervalued projects, and they're just coming up. And you can try to find them before they even hit these websites, because by the time they hit this website, it's a small amount of time before people start to swarm in. And thus, it could be a little too late for you to get in on the whitelist. Remember, your goal is to get on that whitelist and to start from there. So whether you're just beginning or even if you have any experience with NFTs, I would recommend getting in when they're early on. And of course, don't go for the random projects. Like a project like this, I would never buy it. Of course, they have 10,000 people, but let's check out their website. Whoa, their website is actually pretty neat. Wow, it's not that bad. But let's check out their Discord. Okay, they've got 7,000 people on their Discord, and about 1,700 are online right now. This does look like a really good project, but I'd like to be in the 2,000 to 5,000 mark. I need that whitelist, and so do you. Because right over here, it's 7,000. So if you want to get something, they're going to make you do extra work. A newer project would probably ask you to invite about 5 people. But a project like this, you'd have to invite about 15 people. Now that's really hard to do. But don't worry, we're going to show you how to get those invites to people and how to get them in a video later on. Don't worry, I've got the hang of it. I'm going to show you how to do it easily. So these are the websites that you need to look out for if you want to get into the whole NFT world. Because these are all of the potential projects that could become big. But remember, the best thing you can do is to find projects before they even hit these shelves. That could be TikToks, Instagram pages, or maybe even Reddit. Of course, don't forget Twitter. It's got such a powerful community for NFTs. And if you're looking on Twitter, remember to use the hashtags NFT giveaway or maybe even hashtag NFT. You'll come across some crazy projects on there. You can do really well by doing all of this analysis and finding these kind of projects that are yet to boom. So remember to check out their website, their Discord, the art, and even their utility. Check out the price so you know what you're getting into. And of course, the total number of pieces in the project. Be in the range of 2,000 to 5,000 ideally. This is for Discord. And also make sure you check out the time frame. Don't join in on a project that's been there for 3 to 4 months and has 3,000 members. That's doing horribly. But check out a project that's been there for about 2 to 3 weeks, that has a game or some utility, or it's got massive engagement. Try to get into those. Even if you can't really get in, try to join the Discord and wait for those whitelists. Because if such projects really take off, you've secured your spot. You're ready to go. So this is how you can find the projects before they get on to the secondary spot, before they reach a place where you're going to just flip them. I hope you learned something from this video. In the next one, I'm going to show you how you can get projects that are on the secondary market.